Jonathan. So, pretty cool event happening at the factory at Franklin this weekend. It is RomaDrama, and we're joined with Trevor Donovan, who is one of the stars that you're going to see and meet and get to say hi to out at RomaDrama. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great, Jonathan. How you doing?
I'm good. So, tell me a little bit about RomaDrama, because if I'm not mistaken, this is at least the first year that it's been in Nashville. And it's a pretty cool, it's a convention type atmosphere, but it's a little bit different than some of the ones that are out there. So tell me a little bit about it.
It's fantastic. It's actually the first one. The intended first one was supposed to be in Dallas, but because of the lockdown and the COVID and everything, it didn't end up happening. And it was, so now is the right time to set something like this off. The two founders, Sarah and Gabriel, spent 20 years in Nashville. So this is like coming back to their hometown and kicking it off where they all started their friendship and their business. So I think it's really cool. Now it's less of a convention because of the size and more of like a boutique event. So it feels it's much more intimate for the fans. Yeah, I think it's really cool, especially to kick it off, see how it runs. It's in a smaller venue. It's going to be at the factory at Franklin outside Nashville.
Yep.
On July 30th through August 1st. And like I said, it's a smaller event, and it's going to allow the fans to come in and meet their favorite actors and actresses and musicians on a more one-on-one personal basis. So, selfies and autographs and one-on-one conversations, a full panel. You can ask questions, Q&A sessions. And there's going to be performances by amazing musicians. Ty Herndon.
Ty's great.
Pope, Anthony Smith, just a bunch of incredible people. So it's shaping up to be a pretty incredible event. And I don't know if you saw or not, but Gabriel and Sarah just had an article drop in Forbes magazine.
Oh, wow. I did not see that.
Yeah, it's an incredibly heartfelt and really inspiring article. They've been working on it a few years, and I think, like I said, you should check out the article. It's really, really well written. They've really put everything, their heart and soul into this event. And so, I mean, I'm so lucky to be a part of it. And I think it's shaping up to be a really, really cool, intimate, incredible thing. So.
We should probably reset here for a second, because we kind of just went right into RomaDrama and what RomaDrama is. If you're watching the Zoom and you're like, wait a minute, I know this guy. Where do I know this guy from? You've been in basically everything. You've done a ton of Hallmark movies over the last couple of years, but I think probably your best known role is Teddy Montgomery from 90210, which that character arc is really interesting, because I think, was it 2010 or so that Teddy on the show came out as LGBTQ+. Is that correct?
Yes.
So now 2021, this is not a big deal, right? It happens all the time. I would imagine in 2010, that's still a pretty bold character arc.
It was, and it was, it was really cool, but because it was kind of at the forefront of it all. There have been LGBTQ+ characters on TV before, some of which, in my opinion, weren't handled quite right. Some of which were kind of a flash in the pan of like, oh, see, we're just a little kind of a gratuitous flash in the pan type of way. I have to give the writers of 90210 and the producers credit for writing a kind of a coming out story and showing the difficulty of this teenage kid coming to terms with himself, and then having to come out to his parents and to his friends, and just the difficulty of that coming out process, which I know just based on reaction on social media that it touched a lot of kids.
Yeah, absolutely it did, I'm sure.
And inspired a lot to come out and help them in that process. So yeah, it was it was on the forefront of that movement, and I'm really, really proud of it.
So now, recently you've done a ton of Hallmark movies over the last couple of years. How did you get into that world?
Well, my first movie was a film called Strawberry Summer, and I wasn't real familiar with the Hallmark world at the time, but this script was really cool. I got to play, my character was a country music rock star, and I play guitar, write music and stuff. So I got to write music and play and perform in the movie, which was really cool. And then I got to work with Shelley Long.
Not a bad gig at all.
It's like, having little Cheers flashbacks and stuff. So that's kind of how I got started. And then it was a gradual that was 1 year, and like 2 years later, I did another one, and it just kind of kept ramping up, and now I've become kind of more part of the family. So.
Yeah, they love you. I mean, you've done a ton of these movies. I'm sure if you have seen a Hallmark movie in the last, let's say, 3 years, you've probably seen Trevor in one of these movies. There's a pretty good chance of that. So you're a musician. Who do you listen to? Who's on your playlist right now?
Man, I went through a phase when I was younger. I mean, I grew up with classic rock and blues.
Yep.
Influenced by kind of what my dad listened to, all sorts of things from Led Zeppelin to B.B. King to Jimi Hendrix and stuff. And then as I got a little older, I got into a punk phase.
I think we all did that.
Yeah, I was dyeing my hair black and wearing studded jackets and stuff, and played in the little garage punk bands. And then I sort of found a happy medium where I listened to absolutely every genre you can imagine. I'm really into someone by the name of Tyler Childers.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's like it's got a country kind of sound, but it's more Americana folk kind of thing. So I'm really into that. And then right after that, I'll throw on a hip hop rap song or something and just round it all out. So
that's a good way to be. Emo pop punk phase, early 2000s, like Warped Tour era, probably.
Mine was high school, late high school, so 95, 96.
Okay, so probably like Green Day, maybe early Blink 182, that kind of stuff.
Yes, but my main one inspired me to start playing guitar was Social Distortion.
Oh, Social Distortion was fantastic.
So Social D, I had the slick back black hair and leather jacket and rolled up jeans and Converse and all that stuff. So yeah,
that's amazing, man. Well, hey, we've already taken up a lot of your time. Trevor Donovan, going to be in Franklin, the factory in Franklin this weekend. RomaDrama.com, right? Is that the website? You
can get your tickets at RomaDrama.com. There's tiers of tickets. You can get a 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Those vary on accessibility, so you have different access to different spots depending on what you buy. Like I said, a nice, beautiful, intimate event. Come on down, and you will be guaranteed to meet the people you like to watch in your favorite romantic drama movies. Rama, by the way, R-O-M-A, but like the beginning of romantic. We should probably clear that up forever. Yes, RomaDrama.com. And it's this weekend, July 30th through August 1st, 3 days. Come on out and see us. Quick rapid fire before we let you go. Best romantic movie of all time. Well, I mean, I'm supposed to say The Notebook, right? I mean, I guess so, right? Like, there's women watching this, so definitely The Notebook. Okay. Trevor Donovan, my man, thank you so much for coming on. We'll see you at RomaDrama this weekend. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks for having me.